Bananas in pajamas are coming down the stairs. Bananas in pajamas are coming down in pairs. Bananas in pajamas are chasing teddy bears. 'Cause on Tuesdays they all try to catch them unaware.
Hey guys, so here's a match with a guy named Legend, and something I really like about this match is I'm using the new lead Crobat I used in my 40,000 subs video. It has Super Fang, and I found it to be really useful. So he leads with the Butterfree, and I don't want him to like put me to sleep or anything, so I decided to go for the taunt, and I end up taunting the incoming Gyarados, which isn't too bad, because now I can't Dragon Dance or anything gay. So I go for the Super Fang to have its HP, and then he misses with Ice Fang, which is pretty bad for him, which gives me another free Super Fang, which lets me have his HP again. So he goes for the Ice Fang, and I don't think he can do too much to Crobat, just because mine is really bulky. And he does about half, which is actually pretty good, because now I can Roost and get health, or like 25% of my health back. Because when you Roost, you lose the Flying type. That means Ice Fang is only normal effective against Crobat, meaning, yeah, it's only going to do about 25%. So, after seeing the Leftovers recovery, another Super Fang should do significant damage, so I'm thinking I'll just do one more, then switch. So I go for the Super Fang again, but unfortunately for me, he gets a crit on this next Ice Fang, which really sucks. But I guess that kind of makes up for the miss that I got earlier, but that kind of blows I lose Crobat this early. But, yeah. His Gyarados is pretty weak, though, so I decided to go out into my awesome Choice Scarf Porygon-Z with adaptability and is modest, so I really like this guy. So yeah, modest, adaptability, Tri-Attack, does a lot of damage, and he goes into a Swampert, and I'm actually quite surprised how well it takes it, so this Swampert must have, like, special defense or something. But I get a Paralyze off on it, which is actually really funny, because you really don't expect to see a Ground-type Paralyze too often, but with Tri-Attack that is possible, so I'm able to get the Paralyze off on the Swampert, which is pretty funny. So yeah, he goes for the Earthquake, and that does about half to Porygon-Z. And, yeah, that's not too bad, because after another Tri-Attack, that Swampert goes down. So he goes back into Butterfree, and I'm thinking that it's sashed and he'll put me to sleep, and you know what, I figure I want Porygon-Z to sleep more than anything else. I mean, I'll just hit him down to 1 hit point, but it really surprised me that he doesn't carry the sash on the Butterfree, so I don't even know what he was carrying there. Your guess is as good as mine. So, yeah, he goes into Umbreon. I know Umbreon's special defense is pretty good, so I don't want to stay in and Tri-Attack and get hit with that payback. So I go into Steelix, just because Steelix walls Umbreon's like there's no tomorrow. So I go for the Stealth Rocks on his switch, and he goes into Celebi. And this is kind of bad. He decides to set up a Calm Mind. I know Celebi has, what's it called? When you switch out, man, I can't think of it. Natural Cure, that's it. When you switch out, he'll lose the poison, but I decide to Toxic him anyway, because that means he won't be able to get a Celebi sweep. It'll almost kind of force him to switch out eventually. So I go into Mence, and he goes for the second Calm Mind, and this is my Mixed Mence, who actually has a lot of special attack. So I decide to go for the Fire Blast. I think it'll do more damage than any of my other moves, so I go for it. And it's super effective, and it actually does a lot of damage to the Celebi, even after 2 Calm Minds, which is really nice for me, because now he's in, like, kill ring range after the poison. And he goes for the Psychic and doesn't quite kill me, so I guess this is like a physically bulky Celebi with Calm Mind, doesn't have a whole lot of special attack investment by the looks of it, and I just go for the Earthquake to finish him off, because he was at, like, 1 HP or something. So yeah, now he goes back into Umbreon, and I decide just to go out on the Outrage. Salamence is pretty much dead at this point anyway, so I decide just to get as much damage on it as possible, and yeah, he just finishes me off with Payback, and all I have is 10 HP left after the Life Orb recoil, so does kill me. So I decided to go out in Azumarill here, and I go for the Waterfall, fearing that the Aqua Jet might not KO, depending on the V's of this Umbreon. I don't know. You know, Waterfall, you know, Azumarill outspeeds it anyway, so I just finish off the Umbreon. And now he goes into Gyarados, and I can't switch into Aqua Jet here, so I decide to stay in, not expecting the Gyarados to kill me, because I don't think it can really kill me. So he goes for the Earthquake, does a little less than half, and I just finish off with Waterfall. And this last guy is Dugtrio, and he goes for the Earthquake. By the looks of it, it's banded, but he's not quite able to kill me, so I'm able to get the kill on him with Waterfall. But I did have Mismagius, and he probably locked himself into Earthquake, so it really didn't matter too much in the end that I survived. It just means I kill him with Azumarill instead of Mismagius. So, rate, comment, subscribe, guys. Good game, Legend. yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time, tomorrow, whatever. Same time, I think. Bye. So yeah, one thing that really upset me about the new Heart Gold and Soul Silver move editions was Flare Blitz was not given to Entei or Flareon. So, like, I'm thinking, wow, Game Freak just must hate them. Hate those physical fire types that they created. But, yeah, it's really weird that, for Flareon and Entei being the two most physical fire type users, besides maybe Arcanine, they don't get the most powerful physical fire move. It really makes no sense. But, yeah, today's question of the day is, if you could give one Pokemon one move that it doesn't have, what Pokemon and what move would you give it? So leave a comment about that, and see you next time.